Man United 0, Newcastle United 2. Saw that coming a mile off. Saw it coming a mile off. And the storm absolutely continues. The dross continues. The bozo nature continues. The players' criminality continues. And the Man United slump carries on. It's as simple as that. Absolutely pathetic tonight. Embarrassing. Gifting Newcastle the 2 goals that they scored, and then they just shut up shop after that. and you know what? It's becoming very, very difficult to find words. Well, it has been for a hot minute, to find new ways to break down this shit that we are seeing. Honestly, it really, really is. And in the match view, me and KG got into it, and there's some uncomfortable conversations having to go. And it's like, as soon as you talk about what we could change in the short term to stem the bleed, I'm telling you now, Amorim's got to change something in the short term. I can't make this any clearer. In the short term, I'm talking for a game or two, just to put a fucking bandage over the top of this gaping wound where we're going to bleed out. I don't know how many ways to say this, right? Amorim is the guy. I love the vision. I believe in the vision. But in order for him to get there, in order for him to afford himself time, in order for him to unlock the next level, to even get to the summer, to undo the squad, he's got to stem a bleed. We are bleeding out. United are bleeding out. Lisandro Martinez. Shocking. I'm way off that train now. The butcher, Leacher, this and this progressive passing through the thirds and the press resistant and ball retention bollocks. Call a spade a spade. Awful, not good enough. Needs to go. It's that simple. It can be dressed up no more. I hold my hands up. I was wrong as well on that. Doesn't matter. I don't care about... In fact, I don't even need to start to claim... I'm just talking about what I'm seeing. I don't care. It's all about brutal assessments and moving forward. I don't care about, I used to say... I couldn't give a shit. People can put up the videos of, look what this guy said then, and now look what he's saying now. I don't care. Rivals can cook and this, that. I don't care. They were right. Jamie Carragher was right. He ain't good enough. Simple as that. He's not good enough. Not physical enough. Not powerful enough. Not quick enough upstairs. None of it. None of it. It's as simple as that. Can't defend. Cannot defend. Absolutely shocking from him today. I don't know what he was doing. He should have got taken off way earlier. That was our captain today. We just cussed out Bruno Fernandes for getting sent off in the way he did and hurting the team. Well, guess what? We had 11 men today, but he done the same thing. The captain sabotaged this game as well. Because what he was doing for that first goal, I have no idea. No idea how he lets Isak into that gap, just running a straight line. Harry Maguire partly culpable as well, but he was closer to Isak. And the second goal, again, I'll get to talking about no pressure on the ball and the build up to it, but a basic ball in, and Joe Linton just comes in a straight line. Could it have been handball? Maybe. And Leach just helpless. Absolutely helpless. Then goes around kicking people, getting yellow cards. He's bringing nothing to us. Awful. Joshua Zirkzee, listen, I went in on him. He was terrible. He was. But again, what is that? How on earth have we bought Joshua Zirkzee? How? What for? What for? Shocking recruitment. Crap. And look, I'm not even just going to scapegoat him as just like the one. He got hooked after 30 odd minutes, and that's embarrassing. Went running down the tunnel, come running back out. And the reason why I don't want to just single him out is because in that first 30 minutes, all of them could have got taken off. Casemiro today, what the fuck was he doing? That is our highest paid player at this football club. £350,000 a week. Casemiro. For that bread, you're supposed to be the main guy, playing all the games, having a big impact on the games, and being probably the future or the linchpin of the club. He's none of those things. £70 million. 2 years left on his deal after this year. 350 bags a week. Rashford on the bench with S-Curl. Texturizer. spray, texturizer. Certain people are telling me it's because we need extra players. Well, what's the point in putting him on the bench? I don't get that as well. That's another thing I wasn't happy about. People could say I'm overreacting and all this stuff. But what's the point in keeping him out of the team for 4 games just to be a bit light because of suspension, because of 2 suspensions, and then you just put him on the bench anyway? To not use him, to make more of an example, to embarrass him further. I couldn't give a shit about that. So there was no point even him being there. So that's another L, you know, and it just went from bad to worse. Look, when Kobbie Mainoo came on, we did improve. But guess what? Newcastle just said, you know what? It's calm. We don't need to do anything else. We don't need to do anything else. We're 2-0 up. They ain't going to score on us. What are they going to do? What are they going to do to us? Nothing. Let them have the ball. We'll just defend out of possession with a back 5 anyway. 5-4-1, comfy. Comfy. So glad I'm not in Manchester right now driving back from that shit. I knew this would happen. But the bigger thing is, guys, and I don't know. I don't know what it looks like. And listen, loads of people disagree with me on this. But look, we can't just give Ruben a free pass. He's got to try and change something. It's his job. What's his job? His job is to get into the players and find a reaction until he can undo the players, until he can buy more players. So we're not in the summer yet, and we're round the corner from January. And by the time we play Liverpool, we're not going to have 3 new players. So he has to do something with what he has. That's what he signed up for. I'm not saying they should be miraculous and we should be, you know, top 4 by now and we should be ever scoring goals. I understand this is going to take a hell of a long time and I don't want these players to win. But this is about, I'm actually talking about for Ruben himself. He needs to, this is self-preservation for him. He needs to protect himself from these arseholes. Because if he doesn't, he'll end up getting the chop. Right now, we can't go to Liverpool and take 7. We can't go to Arsenal the following week and take 5. But right now, by throwing us out there like this, or continuing to play the likes of Martinez and things like that, these men will get you sacked, Ruben. I'm worried for you, bro. I'm worried for you. I'm saying this for you. I want you to live here long enough that we can see you try to implement the plan. These guys will stop you getting to Easter, bro. These guys, Ipswich won today. They're on our heels. Crystal Palace, next game. If they win and we lose, they're on our heels. Wolves, same thing. Could be in a relegation zone, guys. This is relegation form. And when it's this bad, I know we can talk, because a lot of you are going to say, oh, but you just jump in the ship. You're not ready for the fight, Flex. Ready for the fight? Ready for the fight? Of course I'm fucking ready for the fight. I'm sitting through these same shit results like you are. I'm not saying abandon everything. Please hear me when I say this. I'm not saying throw it all out the window and just give in to the players. I'm just saying we need a short-term fix to be able to... We're breaking down our goals short, mid, and long-term. That's the order, right? To be able to get to the long-term, you have to do the mid-term. To be able to get to the mid-term, you have to do the short-term. And Ruben Amorim he's no slouch. This is a smart, intelligent young manager who knows what he's doing. It's not coming across like that right now because the results don't show it. But I do believe in him. I really, really do believe in him. But if he does not alter something, doesn't have to be a full-on formation change. Maybe it's the instruction within the formation. If he doesn't change something, they will get him sacked. That's how bad I think it is. And maybe I am being emotional in a moment, but it's like being in a relegation zone is a possibility if we carry on like this. So what does he do? Does he keep throwing them out the same way and hope that it clicks with the same criminals who are saying he can't do anything? So then it's just L, 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 L. Or does he try to use something else, try to implement something else? At least try. That's all I'm saying. Just try. Might not work. But is it better to maybe say, you know what, for this game, let's go 4-5-1. Let's have 3 central midfielders. Let's go with, you know what, let's go with Bruno, Ugarte, and Kobbie close together. And then wide right we'll have Ahmad. And wide left we'll have bloody Garnacho. So at least they're used to being in wide positions. When we don't have the ball, they can come back in and be compact. And then when we do have the ball, they can be high and wide. And leave Højlund up there by himself. And get in and around him when he has the ball. It's not going to be a masterclass. I'm not going to be able to win. But I'm just saying, is that better to stem the bleeding? That's the question. That's the question. But today, listen, tonight, I knew we'd lose comfortably, so I'm not surprised at that. But just the manner, I'm just like, whoa. That it is individual errors. I understand that. Everything. The reason why we lose is not just because of the formation. I get that. But what I'm saying is that he's the manager of Man United. He knows it. He's saying it himself. He's gonna have to change something. He's gonna have to change something. Let me know what you guys are saying, and I'm out.